key things, and they are product, price, promotion and place. The product, hopefully you've got right, or the service you've got right, because you've done your market research and you've decided that there is definitely a gap in the market and there is a need for the business that you are about to start up.
Before you start marketing a new product, you have to be confident yourself that you've done your work to make sure that it stands out from the rest, because all the marketing in the world is going to be no good if the product is no good. So it's defining the product at an early stage to make sure that you have added all the bells and whistles or specification that will make it, in your mind, a winner.
Price is about how much are you going to charge for your product or service? Are you going to be premium? Are you going to be mass market? Are you going to be niche? And really it's determined by who you've identified as your target market.
When we first started the truffle products business, we had a preconceived idea which wasn't really based on any research, essentially just our own experience of how much we were going to sell the product for and who we were going to sell it to. However, after doing significant market research, it turned out that those ideas were wrong. So through the market research, we managed to define who we were going to sell it to and for what price.
We identified that our target market was teens and 20s, so I was this age, so I could identify with what designs were best for that age group. We didn't have any competitors at the time, so it was hard to come up with a price for our product. We took our costs of manufacture into consideration and came up with a wholesale price, and from that we were able to create a recommended retail price for our product.
Pricing is an interesting issue for new media companies because a lot of the times the products which are offered are free, and companies increasingly are kind of going with a launch early and iterate often approach to their products. It's certainly something which has worked very well at our company in terms of driving the innovation around what consumers really want. So looking at a product which is really cool or offers a really cool functionality, even if there's no obvious instant way to monetize it. And then once you have kind of a large audience and people who really like it, then looking at ways around that you can use it to generate money.
Place is, well, where are people going to actually see your product or service? So if you have a service, are you going to locate yourself in the high street? Or are you going to be online with a product? Are you going to put it into lots of different retail outlets? So place is about where you're going to operate your product or service from.
We've also discovered the importance of opening new markets. So for example, for fresh truffles, most people can't get hold of fresh truffles. But if we can alter it, if we can change distribution channels so you can go into your high street and buy a fresh truffle, we suddenly open up a whole new market, and hopefully we'll also see an increase in price associated with that.
The promotion is about, well, once that product or service is up and running, how are you going to attract people to try your product? Because you haven't been around for a long time. So what kind of mechanisms are you going to do to draw people to your product or service? So it's about attracting.
You need a good product, and you have to end up being able to explain why people need to buy that product, and that takes you from the beginning of the product out to promotion. And without understanding the bits in the middle, then you won't be able to sell your product.